as soon as we're finished, and you just be able to download it once I send you the link.
Okay.
There. Now, one more thing. Hold on. Okay, you got me.
Cool. Well,
Where do we start?
I've been searching and searching my whole life, and about a year ago it got really serious. It's been a pretty full-on year.
Yep.
Lots of my identity being ripped away from me. Really, I feel like the only thing that I had left was like this. But then a few days ago, I just realized, it just hit me like that I'm trying to find this with my mind using my mind, and my mind using my mind. And yeah, when I realized that, it was just like devastating. So much anxiety in the last few days, and today
it's actually a really good insight.
Yeah.
Like a really good insight. I mean, yeah, that you might feel devastated, but that had to be seen. Had to be seen. Now, that being the case, where to from here?
Exactly. I feel like I'm like an animal who's been backed into a corner with nowhere to go.
Yeah, what's happened is all that's happened is you've gone full circle. And you're back here again.
Exactly.
And you're like, oh shit. Like, how did that happen? You know. Not sure if you can hear the noise, but it's pretty damn easy. Just yeah, there they go. It's all right. No, look, it's okay. I understand. It's all right. You hear that?
No.
Well, so loud. Okay, so where are you? Really? Now what?
I'm here where I've always been.
Yep. And what's wrong with that? What's this saying, Nina? What are the thoughts saying? What are they saying? What's going on? Share it. Get it out. It's not you anyway.
This can't be it.
Says this, right?
Yes, this can't be it.
Yeah. And the reason it says this can't be it is because this can't experience this.
Yeah.
Yeah. So all you've come up with, you're at the end of your concepts.
Yeah.
That's what's happened. You got nowhere to go, right?
Yeah.
You kind of literally, you don't kind of know where to go.
Exactly.
Okay. Now, in relation to this seeming personal self, where are you at with that?
Well, I don't fucking know, because like today I was just
good language. Excellent.
feeling so much anxiety, and then I just sort of fell into the anxiety, and then I was like, well, it's just this. And if I'm not that, if I'm not Nina, then am I just all of this? And then I was like, fuck, am I all just everything here? Like, and then it was like, you know, I can't explain it. And then it was like back in the mind. And then it's just been like seesawing. And the mind comes back and it's like, that can't be it.
Yeah. I'm sorry, I'm laughing. I'm laughing because it's good. It's actually good. I know it feels like shit. Okay, so
Yeah.
I don't want to invalidate what's going on for you. Okay.
So am I like, is the sound of my voice and like the tree outside there, is the sound of my voice any more than like the tree out there? Or is it just my mind that says that?
Well, you tell me. Have a look. What's going on?
I think it's only, but it's like this very silent overlay.
Underlay.
Underlay.
Mm.
What do you mean by that?
The silence comes first. Then the mind overlays over the top of that.
True.
So, in your final analysis, does it still feel like Nina's here?
Yeah.
Good. Honesty. Good. We can work with that. Okay. What have you discovered about Nina?
Do you mean in the last few days?
Last few days, last few years, whatever. What can you tell me about Nina?
Nina doesn't like herself.
Mm-hmm.
Nina's always just looking for the next thing. Always looking. Always. There's always something to get away from, or always something to try and find.
Yeah.
Never, ever just okay.
Yeah.
Nina cannot even accept just this.
Mm-hmm. So, is the aim to get rid of Nina or discover just this? Have a look.
Yeah. Just trying to get rid of Nina.
Right. Very good catch. Good catch. Now, let's just go through some basic fundamentals. What's Nina?
She's just an idea.
Good, good, good. And what is it that's trying to get rid of Nina? Laughing's good.
It's another face of Nina.
Another idea.
Yeah.
Now look at the hilariousness of that. Yeah, you got thoughts trying to get rid of thoughts by using thoughts. That's like trying to drown water with water or burn fire with fire. You know what I mean? Like it's. Okay. So the Nina character, in the absence of thoughts, goes where? What happens to the Nina character in the absence of thoughts?
She just vanishes like a whiff of smoke.
Good. Now, forgive the basicness of these questions. So what's Nina?
She's an idea.
Just a pattern of thoughts.
Yeah.
That's Nina.
Yeah.
Just a pattern of thoughts. Now.
And she's a feeling too.
Let's look at that. I was about to go there. She's a feeling, says this. She's a feeling, says this. Now, without the thought, what feeling are you having?
Right now, anxiety.
No, that's with a thought. You just identified it with a thought. Without a thought, what's going on?
Just a heat and tightness in my chest.
Yeah, that's another thought. Trying to get you to see something here. Okay.
Also, I can't use words.
Well, I'm just trying to get you to see. No, you can. I'm trying to get you to see something.
Ask me again.
What's Nina?
Just a movement of thoughts and ideas.
And who or what's aware of that? See,
I can't even say.
At this point, yeah, until we've absolutely seen, there's still going to be a subtle belief that it's Nina that's aware of the thoughts.
Yeah.
Guarantee it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, so okay, so we've got to crush that. Yeah. The fallacy of that. Yeah. Can Nina see?
Yeah.
Hear, taste, touch, smell. Can Nina see, hear, taste, touch, and smell?
Yeah.
Can she?
I mean,
Can she?
well, I can feel that I feel that's what I believe, actually. I just realized it.
Yeah. Good. Now we're challenging that. What's Nina? Go back to it. What's Nina?
Pattern of thoughts.
Good. Can a pattern of thoughts see, hear, taste, touch, or smell?
No.
That's interesting. That's interesting. Yet there is seeing, hearing, tasting, touching, and smelling, right? There is. You can't deny it. There is. Yeah. But there's an idea that it's Nina that can see, hear, taste, touch, and smell. It's Nina that's conscious. It's Nina that's aware of the thoughts and aware of the feelings in the body. True?
Yeah.
What's Nina?
Just thoughts.
Right.
A habit.
It's just a story, isn't it?
The familiar habit.
Okay. So there's a story going on, isn't there?
Yeah.
Good. Who's the story about?
Just
Slow down. Slow down. Who's the story about?
Nina.
Yeah, you'd have to say me, wouldn't you? True?
Yeah.
True? Yeah. Okay. What's Nina?
Just a pattern of thoughts.
Good. So what's going on in the story?
She's just desperately trying to look for something that she can't find.
See, all that's happening is there's a story of Nina, and then there's other stories around that saying, I can't find this.
And
Other
then also,
stories.
the other thing though that really fucking gets me, it's just infuriating. I just am.
Good.
Is that she starts going, oh, maybe I've almost got it. Maybe I'm almost there.
You got to laugh at that one. You got to laugh at that one.
And then when I realized that I can't get it, there's nothing that I'm going to get.
Good. Now, good.
That
Now,
was like, oh, fuck.
good. Now, let's just look at that statement. I can't get it. Who's the I connected to?
Well, I think that's what I really am. I can't get it. Well, I can't get it because it's like the things you get is just a thought.
What is it you're trying to get? See what comes up. Just watch it. Watch it. What are you trying to get?
Away from this.
Good. Now let's identify what this is. Away from what? Let's identify it. Away from what?
Me. Can't fucking stand it any longer.
Right. So there's thoughts trying to get away from thoughts.
Yeah.
It's strange, isn't it? But there's the story. And that's why you've looped. Because all that's going on with thoughts, you have to understand is all that's happening with thoughts is story within story, within story, within story, within story, within story, within story. Now, you know that if I make up a story about my iPhone, any story, right? You know, if I make up a story about this, the story itself is not this, is it?
No.
No, it's a story about this, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Are you the story?
No, the story could never, ever really be this.
It's a story. You know, we pick up a book and we read a story. We do, don't we? We pick up a book and we read a story. Yeah. What's actually happening is black symbols on a white page. What does the rest?
The brain.
Right, thoughts do the rest.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, is the thought apple an apple?
No.
No. It's crystal clear. Yeah. Is the thought, let's get a little closer now. Yeah. Is the thought anxiety? Anxiety?
No.
It's not, is it? So there might be an energy going on that's being experienced. Yeah. And a thought steps in and labels it.
I'm anxious because I can't fucking figure this out.
Yeah. But let's try and figure it out, right? Okay. There's fundamental things you need to see, okay? Like, what's a tree without the label tree? What is it?
I couldn't even tell you that.
Is the tree the label tree?
No.
No, clearly not, right? Now, next question. Is there a tree without the label?
No, there's so much more.
Very good. You've got your arms and elbows leaning on a table, I'm assuming, right?
Yeah.
Good. Without the label table, what is it?
Whoa. Whoa.
Good. What I'm trying to do is get you to see how the mind works and what it, I want to underline this word, what it seemingly creates with word or with thoughts. Thoughts are words, yeah? A succession of words. Can a thought see?
No.
Good. Can a thought hear, taste, touch, or smell?
No.
It's got a whole lot to say about seeing, hearing, tasting, touching, and smelling, though, hasn't it?
It does.
Without being able to experience it. What the fuck is going on there? It's my turn to sleep.
I'm just having like a really weird
That's all right.
situation with the table right now.
Good. What's there without the label?
There's like no boundary.
There's no boundary. Not even a location, is there?
No.
No. Because it would take a word to create a seeming location. It takes a word to create a seeming table. It also takes words to say the table is separate from the floor. Words, thoughts. See, it's not just an inner world that we create in relation to the personal self. It's also the outer world. You believe there's a universe out there, right? You believe there's a universe out there, true?
Yeah.
Good. How big's the universe?
I have no idea.
Oh, right? Now, look at the limited knowledge you have of the universe, and you believe there's a universe out there. What knowledge do you have? What's telling you there's a universe out there? Because the universe is pretty fucking awesome.
Well, it's just a concept, actually.
It's just thoughts, just a few little ideas.
Because there's only this.
Yeah, you might in relation to the universe, it might be running on, oh, there's the Big Bang and there's the sun and there's Milky Way and there's other galaxies out there and Hubble telescope discovered blah, other galaxies. And, there's talk of the light that we're seeing from the stars. We're actually seeing from the past because the amount of time it took for the light to travel from that star to here. And so what we're not actually seeing what's actually happening now. By the time the light arrives here, we're seeing what happened in the past. All sorts of ideas about the universe. Yeah.
Yeah.
If I asked you to sit down, I don't know, with some A4 paper, and you can use as many pages as you like, how many pages do you think you could fill in relation to your current knowledge of what the universe is?
Maybe 1 page. I'm not that good with astronomy.
Sweet. Good. 1 page. Yeah. Now, how big's the universe?
Apparently it's infinite.
Right. So that 1 page, what's it really telling you about that?
Fuck all.
A 15th of nothing. And yet, With that poof-tenth of nothing information, we go, yep, there's a universe out there.
Right.
Really? Like, really? So I said from the start, yeah, what's a tree without the label tree? Can a word see, hear, taste, touch, or smell? A word. Thoughts are made up of words, aren't they?
Mm-hmm.
Good. And thoughts say, I see. Don't they?
Yeah.
Yeah. Good. What can thoughts experience?
Can they even experience themselves? No. They
No.
just
You see
no.
that? Yeah, good. You see that, right?
No, they're just like a reflection.
Yeah, very good.
They're just constantly reflecting on trying to make a story out of it all.
Good. Good. Are you the thinker?
I don't know. The thoughts just happen.
Well,
Does that make me a thinker?
Well, let's test it, shall we? Let's assume you are the thinker, just for a moment, yeah?
Okay.
Good. You with me?
Yeah.
Good. Stop it.
You can't.
Well, are you the thinker?
No.
Like that's where all the problems come from, don't they? Don't they? Like you're walking around, yeah? Your body's walking around. What does your body experience whilst it's walking around?
The body, just the body.
Just the body. What does the body experience whilst you're walking around?
Just like sensing.
What's it sensing?
Well, it's moving, and then it's might be taking
body?
in the smells, yeah, or the sounds.
So when you go for a walk, you actually go from here to over there, do you? Look at that. When you go for a walk, do you go from here to over there, wherever over there is, right? Do you go from here to over there when you go for a walk?
I guess here and over there are just ideas.
Good. So what's the actual experience? Can you ever get to over there?
No, because you're always here.
Very good. Very good. Yeah,
So
but
over there, that's just an idea over there.
Yeah.
Huh.
There's no such place. There's an assumed over there, but when you get there, what happens to the over there?
It's here.
Good. Can you ever arrive at over there? You can't, right? Like what this sets up and what it's miraculous. It's quite miraculous, really, what it does. It's incredible.
Wow, it really is.
Yeah, you just need to start observing and seeing what it creates. See, without one single solitary thought, where's the universe now?
It feels like it's in everything. But it doesn't exist.
It only exists as a concept, doesn't it? An idea.
Yeah.
Good. So if we collapse all that, now what's the universe? From your direct experience. Well, you're just like your direct experience, but in the absence of all thoughts.
Just all this.
And can a thought experience all this?
No.
No. In fact, when thoughts arise, yeah, all this, which is very neutral, all this becomes something again, doesn't it? Universe, tree over there, and feelings in the body. When this kicks in. Now, you've got to get past this subtle belief that it's Nina that's experiencing everything. See, it's not Nina experiencing everything. It's everything experiencing our Nina.
I don't understand how it can go backwards.
Are you aware right now?
Yes?
Good. Is Nina aware right now?
No, she's just an idea.
Good.
She can't be aware.
Good. So you're aware of the idea of Nina, aren't you?
Yeah.
Good. Could Nina possibly be aware of the idea of Nina?
No.
She is the idea, right?
Yeah.
Nina's the
She's
idea.
the idea.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yet you're sitting there, quite conscious, quite aware, the capacity to see, hear, taste, touch, and smell.
Mm-hmm.
And you've been calling this Nina your whole life. And it's wrong.
What do you mean by this? Like everything?
Being conscious, being aware, the capacity to see, hear, taste, touch,
Right,
smell,
right,
alive,
right.
alive. Here I am. Here I am. You've been calling this Nina your whole life.
Yeah, it's like it feels like a shell.
Yeah,
Like a dead shell around me.
right. So if you can see, understand that Nina can't experience anything. Nina is deaf, dumb, and blind. Nina. The character made up by thoughts.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a character.
Yeah.
You pick up a book and you can read a book and there's characters that pop out of the book as you're reading the book. There's characters, aren't they?
Yeah.
Not real people as such. Yeah, they get created. Can the character be aware?
No.
See, hear, taste, touch, smell.
No.
Is the character conscious?
No.
Are you conscious?
I can't find it, but
You don't have to find it. It's direct experience. Are you conscious? Are you alive? Are you here? Are
Yes.
you aware?
Yes.
This, or when you said yes, this is what the Nina character is looking for.
But she can't find it because she's just,
She never can.
she never can.
You don't,
She
but,
never will.
but good. Now, are you conscious right now?
Yes.
Good. Does this need to be found?
No, it already is here.
Hello? Hello? So there's this, yeah. Notice I'm not labeling it, I'm just calling it this, right? But you know, this it's really funny, you know, like it's a funny thing. Where do we expect to arrive? On the search, we're going to finally arrive somewhere. Where do we think that's going to be? If not here? Where else could it be? Seriously.
So stupid.
Yeah, this
It's
place
so
of arrival.
ridiculous.
Yeah, this place of arrival. I'm still trying to get there. Right? Remember, there's no such thing as a there. You're always here. That's why teachers say that you're looking for, you already are. It's just that, you know, from around the age of two years of age, mind started identifying with this presence, this consciousness, this awareness, and started calling it Nina.
And every time that I woke up to it, the mind would just always come in and be like, either try and claim it,
Yep.
or say that this can't be it.
Yeah. Yeah. Now, if you know that this, as such, can't be the Nina character, where's your interest going to go?
Oh my God.
Hello.
Well, you just said, if you know that this can never be Nina, but how can like all of this ever be Nina? This is everything.
Yeah.
It's not even just me.
Yeah.
It's just everything.
Yeah.
How could that have ever been Nina?
Yeah.
All of this.
Nina's just a concept. Just an idea in mind. And that idea in mind, from somewhere around the age of 2, started saying, I am this, I am here, and I can see, hear, taste, touch, smell. And the only thing that says that is what? It creates a pseudo character. Me is here. And the me can't see, hear, taste, touch, or smell, and it can't experience consciousness or awareness. It's absurd. Me is here. Yeah. What is here is what's being sought. Does it need to be found?
No.
No. Was it ever not here?
No.
No.
It's always been this.
Yeah. With just an overlay of thoughts saying, oh, I'm lost, I'm on this path, and I'm trying to get it. You know, that's all. Who gives a shit what that says in comparison to the aliveness of this? Now, where's your attention going to go? Where are you going to start living? Here or in here again? Where do you want to live?
I want to live here.
Well, the good news is you already are here. You've never not been here.
Now I get it. Everything experiencing Nina.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, Nina can't experience diddly squat. Nothing.
Oh my God.
Here I am. See, if Nina can't hear, what would be the point of me sitting here speaking to the Nina character? Really? If a concept...
Say that again.
If Nina can't hear, who am I speaking to? You know, or you could say is that can hear. Like,
Can you even say that though?
no, 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 you can't.
You're just speaking.
Yeah, that's right.
And how can I even say that that speaking isn't me?
How can you
'Cause
say
it's
that there is just
the speaking. And
only?
the hearing and the speaking, it's one.
Good. Seeing, hearing, tasting, touching, and smelling. One.
Huh.
One. The only thing that divides it all is this. So I'm not sure if you've worked it out yet. I think you have. Non-duality, duality is only product of thoughts. There's no such thing. Right here, the seeing, hearing, tasting, touching, smelling, conscious, aware. Yeah? This is a non-dual experience. Let's test it, okay? Just look around the room. Just scan your eyes around the room. Don't get particularly fixated on anything. Just scan your eyes around the room. Okay, come back here. Good. What did the seeing say about anything? Do it again after I've asked you that question. What does the seeing say about anything?
It's weird. It's like, I mean, it doesn't say anything, but there's like a knowing in it.
That's the non-dual knowing. See, if you glance back at me now, yeah, you need to say that's a phone to know it's a phone.
No.
If you did, like, you know, if things were dependent on thoughts, every time you walked into a room, just to navigate the room, you'd have to say floor, table, chair, wall, ceiling, whatever, to navigate. That's not what happens. Give you another one. If you burn your hand on a hot stove, yeah, burnt your hand, badly burnt your hand on a hot stove, yeah? Where does the experience happen? From your direct experience, where does the experience happen?
The burning, you mean?
Yeah, that's the experience, right? Where does it happen? I'm still using pointers, by the way. If you burn your hand on a hot stove, right?
Yeah.
Does your left foot experience the burn?
No.
Good. Where does the experience happen?
What, on your hand?
Very good. The experience happens there, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Good. What does the experience say about that experience? Look at it. Just really look closely. What does the experience say about the experience?
It's just like a sensation.
Does it say anything? Does the hand say, "Oh my God, I burnt myself"?
Oh, no.
Nothing,
No,
right?
it's just the burning sensation.
Good.
But you can't even say that.
Good. That's non-dual. Now, what normally happens after that experience?
Your mind says, oh,
Oh.
fuck, I just burned my hand.
I've just burnt my, and then it starts making up a story about it, doesn't it?
Yeah.
What am I going to do? How am I going to drive home? How am I going to be able to go to work? How am I going to be able to, starts making up a big story. And then the mind does the only thing that it can do. It takes the story to be the experience. Please see this.
Yeah.
This is so important.
Yeah.
That's all the mind can do. It takes then takes the story to be the experience. Because if you drop the story, there's no story about any experience, is there? If the story drops, no thoughts.
You
No
know, it's
story.
funny when I gave birth to my second daughter, she was like one of those babies that got born like unexpectedly, just like randomly, like you're there and then they're like, oh my God, I'm giving birth, and then it just comes out.
Oh, yeah.
But it was so intense, the pain, that, you know, like my mind just totally stopped for that 30 minutes of just, you know, and I didn't even think about the fact there was no midwife, nothing, because my mind just had to stop because the pain was just so, you know, had to be completely, I was the birthing.
Yes.
That was, I think, the most, I remember afterwards just reflecting back on it and being like, fuck, I didn't exist then in that moment. And that was such a eye-opener to this oneness thing.
Beautiful. And all that happened, beautiful. And all that happened was thoughts shut down.
Yeah, thoughts just shut down.
Oh my
God. Completely shut down. All identity, everything.
Good. No story about anything.
No.
Yeah. And the experiencing doesn't make up a story.
No.
It needs this to make up the story. So in the absence of this, there's no story.
So you're just fully one with the with how do you even explain that? Like the
I don't.
The merging of like the senses, or
What are you going to say?
what are you going to say?
Yeah. More importantly, do you need to say anything?
No, you don't, do you?
You don't.
So you can't know who you are, right? You can't know it then. You just can't know. Like, that's it. I'm trying to look for it to know it, but I've never been able to know it.
All you can do is know who and what you're not. That we can do.
Right.
That you are doesn't need diddly squat.
And can you just tell me, like, you know, people say, you know, I'm not a person, you know, we're not even people, we're not even a person, or what do you mean? Like, can you just take me through that a little bit?
Yeah, I was taking you through that one. We're talking about the universe.
So person, when people say that, I'm not even a person, there's no one here, that means person, because person is an idea.
Correct.
Right?
Only.
So you can't ever be a person.
Correct.
Because you could never even pin down everything that you are, and that is everything.
Good. See, once you see there's no me entity here, and what I mean by entity, once you see that the me is not conscious, it is not aware, it cannot see, hear, taste, touch, and smell. Once you fully see that, there's no personal self here. From that point forward, you let everyone else off the hook too. Then you know there's no me over there. There's no me's around you. It's all just this.
Right.
And you can watch people, you know, that are walking around as their me's, you know, you watch them. I'll be sitting there and you might find somebody sitting here like this. Now, let's say that that's what was happening, right? That this was happening. Yeah. The reality is that is all that is happening. This, watch. Nothing else. But we might go, Yep, Jesus, that person must be really stuck in their head. They look pretty fucking uncomfortable. I wonder what's going on for them. Right? So we project our me's onto them as such.
Ah, I
Got it?
see.
Good. And they're sitting there stuck in their own me. What am
Oh,
I
because
gonna
we think that they're me too.
Yes, of course we do.
Ah, so that's why nothing's ever happened.
Hello.
Ah,
It's nothing but a big story that this creates. It's this big story.
oh my fucking god.
Yeah. Does this need be found? Like, yeah.
So the only reason why we see a person as a person is because,
We create them.
yeah, we create them in our own mind.
Mm. That's what I was talking about, the universe, remember?
Yeah.
With a little bit of information, we create the universe.
Wow.
That's what people mean when they say there's no personal self here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, when they say that, who are they directing that message to?
I have no idea.
A couple of options. That can hear,
Yeah.
or the character that can't. See, my teacher, Sailor Bob Adamson, he would often say, I'm not speaking to you. I'm speaking to that I am that I am. Now, yeah, okay. What's the I am? Now, given where we've just landed, yeah, I want you to say this. Yeah, just want you to say, I am. Say it.
I am.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm here,
Yep.
but I
Now,
can't actually even say here. Hey, I can only say I am.
yeah. It's the only thing we know for a fact. It's the only thing we know.
But you
I
can't
am.
add anything onto it.
As soon as you do, you start creating a me again.
Oh, okay.
I am Nina. Oh,
Yeah.
fuck. Here comes your backstory. Look out. Because your backstory is connected to your name, Nina. And Nina's just a label, a word,
Yeah.
with a whole lot of other words that bubble up and are connected to that word. That's all that's happening. That's all that's happening.
That's all that's happening.
Yeah.
Wow.
See, this, these feelings that you've been experiencing in the body that half an hour ago you labeled anxiety. Okay. Right. Now, a thought wouldn't know anxiety if it slapped it in the face. There's no idea.
No.
Good. A thought can't experience anxiety.
No.
Good. But there's a sensation that occurs, and then a thought steps in and makes up a story about the sensation. Oh, that's anxiety. Oh, and I don't want to be experiencing anxiety. That's off, and off it goes. Off it goes. Yeah.
Exactly.
Right. So the me can't experience anxiety. A thought can't experience anxiety. Yet there might be a sensation happening. True?
Mm-hmm.
Good. Find out what that sensation is pointing to. It's a call to attention. And how do we normally treat it? I don't want to be feelings. I don't want to feel anxious. Yeah, get this out of me. Do the opposite. What's it pointing to? That sensation. Can only be pointing to one thing. One thing. And you said it just a moment ago.
What did I say?
I am.
Right. Because I was just going to answer you by saying a false belief. It's pointing to a false belief.
You'd
But
have to be,
it's
you'd have to be alive to experience the sensation. You'd have to be conscious and aware
Yeah.
to be experiencing it, right? Just don't believe what the mind's calling it.
Right.
Good. And go there. What's it trying to show you? I am.
Hmm. Wow.
Now,
Actually, no difference between that or that sensation in my stomach right now or the sound of the rain outside.
very good. It's only the mind that'll divide those two things up and then start trying to attempt to create a difference. All there is experience in. And remember, the experience in doesn't comment.
No, it
At all.
can't.
No, doesn't need to either. See, if the hand, we've talked about the hot stove before, yeah?
Yeah.
If the hand had a little mind of its own, think about this, right? If it had a little mind of its own, then the hand might say, oh no, I've burnt myself. But it doesn't have one, does it? Same as seeing. Seeing doesn't say, hey, Terry, have a look at this. It'd have to have a little mind of its own to be saying, hey, Terry, check this out. And I don't know where I'd be. Like,
So it's like, it's always like a verb, right?
yeah, good. Verbing, good.
Because it's alive.
Yes. Yep.
It's not like a dead thing.
Correct.
Right.
A thought is a dead thing.
Yeah.
Just like words in a book. They're
Yeah.
a dead thing.
Yeah.
Till this grabs a hold of it and starts imagining. And then we think we're experiencing the book and can't put the book down.
Yeah.
Can't put it down. Seeing, hearing, tasting, touching, and smelling do not report anything to anyone. Those five senses are all non-dual. Then what happens? The sixth sense steps in, which is the only dualistic sense we have, boom, which is the mind and thoughts. It steps in and then starts making up stories about everything. Tell me I'm wrong.
So there's really nothing else I can say about myself right now except what I'm, what my, what all the senses are.
Yeah.
So
And the only
That's
thing you know is here I am. That's the only thing you know. And the only thing you need to, by the way. See, when this, opens for you, which it is, when it opens for you, the mind stops creating the seeker.
Mm.
And the seeker's on a path to discover, because it doesn't want to experience things like anxiety and disconnection and separateness and blah. Imagine the seeking stops.
But so the seeking, does it stop, or does it
Of
just
course
get
it-
ignored?
It just stops, doesn't even arise. It's over. No, it's not. You have to ignore it. It stops. Once you know Father Christmas isn't real, it's
Right, yeah.
it's all over for Father Christmas. and yet you might see Father Christmas in the future, right? You might see Father Christmas, chip, guy in a suit.
Yeah,
It's over.
exactly.
Once you know, it's over.
Yeah.
You're never going to go back and believe in Father Christmas again when you know. Yeah. Once you know you're not that me character, and that here is where you are, yeah, the belief drops. It just drops. It's like a house of cards. It's trying to pull these last couple of cards out and just goes. And where do you find yourself? The only place you could, right here.
It's all on just because of and half the reason why we can't find it is because we're not looking at what we're not.
Correct. We assume that it's me sitting here that's aware of my thoughts or aware of my feelings.
Yeah.
Me can't be aware of shit.
No.
Not a thing.
Wow.
Not a thing. Not a thing. So this is about, as you said a second ago, coming to know what you're not. When that's seen absolutely, guess what you're left with?
Yeah.
Ta-da!
And then what happens? Is it just a slow, like as you just slowly, it just all starts opening up around you. You start to just get to know more and more as you. Is it like that?
You could possibly say there's an integration period. You might say that. I don't want to say that, but it's kind of, but that integration is just being here, not here, just here, just
Well,
here.
it will always have to be whatever's there.
Yeah.
Whatever's there would have to be integrated because it already is integrating, right?
Yeah. You're just here.
Yeah.
Now, I'll finish with this because I've got to go. Stop being interested in that.
Yeah.
Start being interested in this. That's all.
Fuck yeah.
That's all. You get it?
Yeah.
Man, leave fuck that alone.
Yeah.
Seriously. Bob, my teacher, would say, what's wrong with right now if you don't think about it? Oh, nothing. Good. What's creating all the seeming problems? But if you always bring yourself back to right here, right now, guess what you discover? There's nothing wrong. It's all okay. Always okay in the immediacy of now. And it's always now. That's it.
Thank you so much.
Pleasure. I'll send you the link so you got a copy of this in case you want to watch it or keep it or whatever.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I had an intuition that I just really needed to.
Yeah. You just needed a little bit of directing there. That's all. Just
Yeah.
a little bit, not much.
Yeah.
Not much. I was pleased when I asked you at the beginning, does it still feel like there's a sense of Nina here? And you went, yes. Fucking Hallelujah. That's great. You know, that's like full circle. That's full circle. Good. Now we can deal with that.
Yeah, yeah.
Because that's all we got to deal with. Is there a me here or not? That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you got to own it. If you think there's one here, you got to own it. Yeah, I do feel like I'm here. Okay,
Yeah.
you own it. And then we just chip away at it. And you go, oh, holy shit. How bizarre. Got to go.
Thank you so much. Thank
Pleasure,
you.
darling. Pleasure.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Take care. Bye.